Madness, my girl. Sorry, that's me just whacking the mic around. Right, okay, welcome back to Waffling on a Wednesday with me, Kay Mcloughlin. My second guest in the studio this morning is Sarah Silsbury. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
We've been having a good chat off air, putting the world to rights here. Now, firstly, you are going to be doing wingwalking. You're going to be on a is it a biplane?
It's a biplane, yeah.
Yeah, so technical. So, and you're going to be doing it to raise money for Cancer Research UK. Now, first thing is, why did you go for wingwalking? It's a really unusual choice.
When I was about 8, I watched a black and white movie with my nan. We used to do it on Sundays, and there was a famous ice skater who was playing a daredevil princess, and she was doing things to pretend she wasn't a princess, and one of them was wingwalking, and I just thought, I just need to do that. So it's kind of been on my bucket list for years.
Yes.
Yeah, for a long time, but never really thought I was actually probably going to do it.
Yeah, just one of them. I'd like to do that if ever the opportunity came along. I can remember seeing the Folkestone Air Show a few years ago. I think it was might have been 2003. The year I moved down here was the last big one.
Yeah.
The massive ones. And I'm sure that there was an Utterly Butterly plane.
Yes.
I don't even know if
they're one of the team.
Do Utterly Butterly still exist?
I'm not sure.
And so one of them, someone the
So I think there are lots of wingwalking teams that are all sponsored, and they're part of like actual display teams, whereas this one with the aerobatics is one that's available for the public to do, and the Aviation Authority only license this place to do it. So I think they go from Headcorn or from Dameless Hill in Essex, which is one I'm going to.
So you're going to Essex?
Yes.
Why not Headcorn?
They just didn't have the dates available. Rude. I chose a date that's halfway between my nan's birthday and my friend Jo, who we lost last year's birthday, so it's slap bang in the middle.
So it has to be.
So I thought it was probably a good sign.
Right, I looked up the rules and regulations on Essex. I thought, I quite fancy having a go at that. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, really, isn't it? You've got to grab it. And I looked at it, and there was a weight restriction thing. I was thinking, oh God, I'm probably too fat to do that at the moment. I've got no idea what I weigh. I'm just going to breeze over that. So you were saying earlier as well, so you've got to be under a certain weight and also under a certain height.
I think it's 5'10", because my husband was kind of like, well, that rules me out.
That old chestnut.
Yeah, that old chestnut. But yeah, I think they're the only restrictions on you. There's nothing else to stop you doing it. I think you sign a waiver on the day, but other than that, there's no restrictions.
Okay, so it's just you. So do you get in the plane while it takes up and then go on, or do they strap you in and it takes off with you on it?
From what I'm told, there is a ladder you have to climb up. They strap you in. It's like a 5-way harness.
Yeah.
And then you taxi and take off already strapped to the top.
And you're going to be up there for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Longest 10 minutes of your life ever.
Or shortest, depending on how good it is.
That's terrible. You can't say that. It's going to be and I was trying to explain to you, I said it was a bit like where we did the Spencer Tunick thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's not as scary as what you did, but it's the actual trepidation mixed with excitement.
I think it is pushing outside your comfort zone, isn't it, as well?
And I think you've just got to focus on, my focus was, this is a one-off opportunity. I'm never going to get a chance to do this, and I might regret it if I don't go for it.
It's a bucket list thing to do.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be amazing. So you're going to be raising money for Cancer Research UK.
Yep.
And I think I read up, I think you'd actually managed to get the money first or pay for it.
My husband bought it as a birthday present. My New Year's resolution was, in the year before I turned 40, I was going to tick some things off the bucket list, and wingwalking was one of them. And at the time, you couldn't actually do it for charity.
Oh.
So my husband actually bought it for me as a birthday present this year, and it was only a little while ago that they changed the regulations.
Brilliant.
So that you could raise money. And we lost our friend Jo in November last year, and many other friends that are either suffering, having treatment for, or have passed away, sadly. And it was it's just a too good opportunity to miss, to raise some money and do it in their memory. Yeah.
So your husband paid for it, and then so any fundraising, and I think you've actually met your target already.
I have. I was really surprised. I set it reasonably low because I was really worried that people. It was quite a short space of time to raise the money because I'm doing it on Sunday.
Yeah.
And but I was just blown away. People have been so generous, and people I haven't met who didn't even know Jo, and they've just been we exceeded the target, which has been great, and as of this morning it was still coming in. So
can people still go
yes,
on there?
they can.
Right, okay, let's tell people where they need to go and support you.
So if you go to Just Giving, and then it's Wingwalking for Jo, or you can search under my name, Sarah Silsbury, and either will come up. And Jo also has this other amazing group of friends who did the Race for Life, and they have got a fundraising page called Greenies Army. So if people don't know me and, you know, that they want to give money in Jay's memory, or just in general to the cancer research, then they can find Greenies Army as well. So all the money goes back to
Wingwalking for Joe.
Wingwalking for Joe. Sarah Silsbury.
And the Greenies
Army.
Greenies
There's
Army
definitely
on
a page.
Just Giving as well.
Yes, it's all on Just Giving. It's really easy to find.
Okay, then go in there. So you're actually doing this flight. When is it happening?
Sunday.
This Sunday. You're going to be absolutely brilliant. How are they going to take photos of you? Or?
So you have a split cockpit and me camera.
Yeah.
So I've got to be really careful about screaming. I think I might turn
Do they video
They video you, so you get it at the end.
So they're just going,
I think pretty much it will be 10 minutes of screaming.
No, I think it will be at first, and then I think it'd be hysterical laughter.
I think so.
And then you'll just think, this is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you did it.
I think it's one of those things, it's takeoff and landing. I'm kind of thinking, bumpy,
I think
bumpy.
the landing's a bit more, isn't it? Because you're actually looking down.
Yeah.
You can just close your eyes, can't you, the whole time?
I think a lot of people have asked me if I get to do a loop-the-loop, but I'm pretty sure that's just for the actual teams that do it. I don't think we do that, but they do. I think
they might throw it in. They might throw you a bonus loop-the-loop.
A little bit of a loop, but I don't know how high you go. I think that's weather dependent, but I do know you get up to about 130 miles an hour.
Oh, just in a car, an open top car. Just get that in your head, and that's where you go.
I'm a roller coaster with no rails. It's all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Sarah, this is really brave of you. I think it's a brilliant thing to do. It's a great opportunity, and you're raising money for a good cause as well. So you're going to be doing it this Sunday. Yes. What time's takeoff?
My briefing starts at 11 in the morning. I think that's a really quite brief briefing, and then take off straight after, as long as the weather's good.
Fingers crossed the weather's good. Obviously, you'll have to reschedule if the weather's a problem. Have you looked at what the weather is like?
Well, apparently it's going to be pretty nice.
Do you know the best person to talk to? You need to speak to the Cloudmaster. He has his own Facebook page and he does weather for Folkestone, but if you ask him for a specific event and sort of day, he can tell you exactly what it's going to be like. He's superb at that. And where do people go if they want to still carry on supporting you to do your wing walk on Sunday?
Dames Hill Aerodrome, but it's quite a drive out.
No, I mean, where do they go on Facebook?
Oh, sorry.
You can again.
So Just Giving page, and I've shared it, and I think Dave has shared it as well via his Facebook page. I think it might be on the Academy FM one as well. So you can find it anyway. Just Wingwalking for Joe, Just Giving.
For Joe. Go and Google it, or come up with Just Giving, and go and donate some money to Sarah. So good luck for Sunday. Fingers crossed. Thank you for coming on to Academy FM, onto Waffling on a Wednesday. I think it's an amazing opportunity. I need you. You'll have to come back in and update me, and tell me how much money you raised.
We'll do.
And how it was, how the experience was, because I'm really interested. I've never met anyone who's done Wingwalking before.
That crazy?
yeah. It's that type of thing I do, really. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Good luck for Sunday. Cheers. Right, let's get back to the music. I've got Sonique coming up next, and that's going to be followed by Feeling. I'll be back after that with more Waffling on a Wednesday on Academy FM Folkestone.